Hello guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. And today, Mini GT released a couple new Super GT models for us to look at. Both of these are pretty cool. This is the first version of this casting, and it is the Nissan Z GT500, so pretty cool. And then we also have, this is an existing casting, just a new livery. This is the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3. Pretty cool livery. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and crack these open. There was also a black version of this one that was released recently. It's not to my distributor yet, so I don't have it yet, but we will take a look at the black one when it comes out as well. And I'm sure Mini GT is probably going to do a bunch of these, so yeah, lots more to come for this. And I think there's quite a few more liveries for this casting coming out too, for Super GT specifically. So yeah, lots of Super GT still coming out from Mini GT, so it's cool to see that they are not kind of doing away with that casting. But anyways, yeah, I guess I'll just get these open now. Alright, I think that is a little bit better. So let's go ahead and start with this one, and then we will save the new casting for last. So as usual, get rid of all the plastic and whatnot. So here is the artwork. It actually looks pretty good. These are just renders. These aren't actually photos of the real car, but I think they look pretty good. The car looks pretty dope right there. That massive rear wing on it. This is going to be number 754. There's nothing really else on the card except for the artwork and the number. So we'll stick that off to the side. Here is the box right here. So again, this is the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3. This is the number 360 car. Runup Rivaux GTR Tomei Sports 2023 Super GT. So pretty recent. There's the top of the box. You've got your nice Super GT logo right there. And on the side, there's all the information on the UPC right there. Pretty much the same stuff that's on the front. But you do have your Nissan licensing and your TSM sticker, so that is always good. And as for the car, I think it looks honestly pretty incredible. So for this one, you do have the tire printing, which is phenomenal. It makes the models look so much more detailed. But these ones are Advan and Yokohama, so very cool. Got that on all four wheels. The actual rims themselves are kind of just like a metallic gunmetal color. They look pretty nice, pretty simple, but pretty nice. I am sure that this wheel design is accurate to the real car. You got that little center locking lug, so that looks pretty good. And as for the livery on this one, it is just going to be kind of like a gloss black all throughout the car, and then you have accents of red and yellow, and then a whole bunch of sponsorship logos. You've got all this crazy arrow stuff down here, as well as your exhaust tip outlined in silver right there. You've got your Motul logos, Yokohama, Techno Japan, supplier, whole bunch of different stuff. There's a few logos down here in this red stripe as well. Of course, the main sponsor for this car is the Runup group. I don't know what that company is, but they made for a pretty cool livery on this car. But that's nice. Some white and yellow text on that, and then like a little, I don't know what that is, but you do have your number 360 box right here with the Autobox and Super GT logos top and bottom. So that looks nice. And then you've got Nissan and Nismo right above that. On the window, of course, you do have this little sliding riveted thing. I don't know exactly what the purpose for that is for. I'm pretty sure it's a little opening, but that is there. No rivet details or anything on it. It's just done in a silver paint. So that could have been a little bit more detailed, but you do have your red GT3 logo right here. Again, more of this red striping kind of going up this side of the car. You've got the names of the driver on the roof right there. There's 4 of them. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names, but I'm sure they are all amazing drivers. Going to the front of the car, you do have yellow headlights on this one because this is a GT3 car, or it's in the GT300 category, which I'm pretty sure they all have yellow headlights. So they look pretty nice. Yellow tinted acrylic, and then you also have a little bit of silver going through it for the daytime running bulb details. You've got a GTR badge in the front grille right here. It's didn't show up very well with that mesh, but it is there. And then you also have your Nissan logo. So the printing on that front grille doesn't look real great, but it is there. You can tell what it is. but you do have a little bit of silver accenting going along that as well. Some red accenting down here. You got really big front splitter on this one, and that's also has a red like lip on it, so that is nice. Got Yokohama decals up front, big canards on either side, so it looks pretty cool. Couple other things down here. I don't really know what those are, but it looks pretty good. You've got Runup on the side right here, and then you've got some red stripes going up the hood, and this thing is vented like crazy, so that is kind of cool. Then you got Rivaux. I believe that's another one of the main sponsors. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm pretty sure the AUX makes the O sound. I'm pretty sure that's French, but I'm not exactly sure. But you do have the number box right here again. Yellow windshield banner, nothing on it, but above that you do have Nismo badges and the Runup Group logo again right there on the windshield, so that is nice. This side should be pretty much the same, except you will have your dual fuel fillers right there outlined in silver, so that's nice. Should be all the same sponsorship logos through here. You do have another exhaust tip on this side as well. And then on the butt end over here, you do have some more sponsorship logos, all kinds of them, which looks good. A little bit of red accenting and striping running through there. So that is nice. The roof of this one's kind of cool. It's done in this, oh, that must be what that is. So Rivaux must be like a watch company. And I'm assuming they have like a Japan branch, or it's a Japanese company. So you've got like a really cool like watch design on the roof of this thing as well, which is honestly pretty cool. And that looks to all be printed on. I haven't seen any decals on this particular model so far, so that is amazing. We'd love to see that. But massive rear wing on this one. On the top, it does say Scoot, the best and most effective solutions. So whatever that is, or D-Scoot. That might be what it is. I'm not exactly sure. That is going to be like a decal or a sticker just because it's on plastic, which I think is okay. It looks pretty good. I don't see any weird bubbling in it, and it's pretty clear and smooth on top of there. Also, the ones on the side of the wings usually are decals or stickers as well. And you've got some logos on that. You've got some Nismo stuff. I believe that white text on the bottom is just telling you what the car is. I can't get that to focus. And then you have like another sponsorship on top. I think that says Forset. Don't know what company that is. The bottom of the wing is just going to be black. And you also just have black metal supports, nothing too fancy. But the back of the car is pretty nice. You got some nice taillight details. They are red acrylic, and then they have the little silver circles in the center. The problem with these, when they do the little silver dots, is a lot of times they're off-centered. These two look okay. This one's a little bit off-centered right here, and then that one looks okay. But that's one thing that I wish they could center those better, but that's kind of a nitpicky complaint, I guess. But you do have the number 360 on the back. You got the Runup Group with a little bit more of that red striping. And then some more sponsorship logos back here. A little bit of red accenting going up and around this rear diffuser. And overall, it looks pretty nice. You have a little bit of mesh grill detail down here in the corners as well. So, pretty cool. I really like this livery. I think they did quite a good job with it. On the bottom of the car, it also will tell you that it is a 2023 Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 used under license. So that is good. Of course, this model will roll quite well for any of you interested in that. So, yeah, there it is. I really like this livery. Probably not my favorite livery, because there's one coming out that I think I like more. It's the Ponos livery. It's like black and orange. That one is pretty dope. That one should actually be coming out soon. But anyways, let's go on to the next one. So this is the new casting. We'll just go ahead and get rid of the plastic. And it is the Z, the GT500 Z. So this one's going to have all the crazy arrow things on the sides and the front. There's a little render of the car. It actually looks really nice. That's one of the things I do like about the artwork on Mini GT blisters is it's nice and crisp. It's not grainy. Even though they're not real photos and they're just like renders, they look really good. So actually, you know what? Some of these might be real photos. I don't know. I think whatever this GTA copyright is, I think is where they source these from. I don't know if they make the renders for them or if that's like an actual like photography company, but yeah, they always look really good, super crisp. So there is that. Here is the box for this one. Again, the Nissan Z GT500 number 23 car, Motul Autech Z Nismo from the 2023 series. So again, Super GT on the top of the box. This is number 756. There's all the information on the back. Of course, you have your Nissan and TSM stickers and licensing, and there's the information right there if you are interested in that. So, first look at this casting. I've seen lots of pictures of it because there's a lot of people that I follow on social media from Asia that get these way before we do here in the US. But from what I have seen and from what I am seeing right now, this thing looks actually really good. So, Super GT and Mini GT did continue to carry on the tire printing on this one. Interestingly enough, this one actually has Michelin tire printing. Even though these raced in the same series, they have two different tire sponsors, so kind of interesting. I figured usually the Super GT cars use Advan and Yokohama, so I'm surprised to see Michelin on this. But yeah, Michelin tire printing looks really good. The wheels on this also look really good. It's a nice 6-spoke design, kind of glossy black with a silver lug in the center. They look really clean. I like the wheels. So there is that. Of course, Motul Autech real big on the side, because that is the main sponsor of the car. You also have the number 23 box with the Autobox logo and whatnot. You got Nismo badging. You got Mac Tools, all kinds of sponsorships on the side right here. Nismo Sports Oil, formulated by Motul. Kind of cool. 2 drivers on the top right there. And then you have like this interesting like red, I don't even know what to call that. I don't know. It's just a kind of a cool like red design going down the back of the car. You also have the same thing on top, but with like gray. So kind of interesting. I don't really know how you would describe that, but you do have a nice Michelin badge down here. You got NGK spark plugs right there in front of the rear wheel. And you also have this logo up here in white text right underneath that nice Z logo. So that is pretty cool. You got a little bit of silver accenting going up the side of the roof right there, so that is nice. More sponsorship logos back here. You got like the Michelin Man, Siemens, all kinds of cool stuff back there, so that is really nice. Going to the front of the car, you have your Nissan Z headlights, which are pretty much the same as you would see on the road-going car, which is a pretty common theme for most of these race cars. But the headlights do look really nice. They've got a little bit of white accenting for the daytime running lights, and you can see a little bit of bulb detail back in the housing as well. Kind of like right in there, you can see that little bulb detail. So that's really nice. This one actually does have a separate Nissan badge. That is a separate piece. On this particular one, it is applied very nicely. It's nice and straight and flush and level, so we do like to see that. And their Nissan badge is actually very legible. You can make out all the letters on that, so very cool. Big Motul Autech logos on the front. You got Mitsubishi Chemical, Asset and Auto Service. That's AAS. Must be a brand. And then you also have the number box right here. But it looks so Mini GT did not fix this issue. So if you guys remember on the GTR, like the R35 GT500 cars, this sticker right here that kind of sits on top of this channel did not sit flush onto the car, and we have that same problem right here. So you can see right in here, there's a little bit of a gap under this decal, and yeah, it's like it's not seated down all the way. So the decal use of that part is unfortunate. I really wish they would just print that on. But, I mean, at this point, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just bad. But aside from that, I haven't really seen any other decals on this thing. So that is a good sign. But you do have some more sponsorship logos on this part, on the wheel well. Super wide car, because the regular Nissan's, the Z street car is pretty small, and this thing's really long and really wide. So this is like as far as you could get from the actual road going version, but it does look very cool. You've got these canards and like air ducts on the vent right here. Massive front grille on this thing, like massive front grille. And the wide body kind of continues all the way down to the sides where you have a bunch of like air channels and whatnot down here. And then wide body, of course, on the rear wheels. And then it continues back to this massive rear diffuser back here with a bunch of venting. So super crazy looking car. You also have these huge vents on the front hood as well. But going around this side, you do have your 2 fuel fillers right here, just like the R35. Your Z badge again right there. This looks pretty symmetrical. You do have a huge exhaust output right here, though. I don't think that was on the driver's side. It was not. So big exhaust output right here with some like venting. So that is pretty neat. On the roof of the car right here, it says Nissan, Nismo, Motul, and Autech, so pretty cool. The rear window on this one is going to be like a reflective chrome. It has Bosch on the windshield banner, and then you've got the Nismo Sports Oil, a couple other sponsorships. Looks pretty good. The rear wing on this one is massive. You do have the Nissan lettering in white, so that looks pretty good. Bottom of the wing just black, and then the sides of the wing have Nissan and Nismo. Should be the same on both sides. Yep, same on both sides. And then a bunch of sponsorship logos back in here. I think we already looked at those. And you'll see on the side of this rear diffuser on the bottom, it is kind of done in like a carbon fiber print, which is pretty nice. On the back of the car, you do have the Nissan badge again. That one looks just as good as the one on the front. So that is good. Taillights right here. Those actually don't look, oh, they are acrylic. They almost didn't look like acrylic pieces, but these are acrylic. Then you've got a little bit of like red paint going through it. They look pretty nice, looks pretty accurate. You've got a really big Michelin banner on the back of the car right here with Motul and Autech, Nismo badging. Some more sponsorships right there. You got Matco, I can't tell what that one is. So very cool. Big rear diffuser again. On the bottom of the car, it is just kind of flat, and it does say 2023 Nissan Z GT500 used under license. So, honestly, I think this one's pretty good, and this one, just like the GTR, is going to roll pretty well, so that is good. And yeah, I really like both of these. I love the Super GT series that Mini GT does. I think the cars that come out of that line are just phenomenal. Even if there is a little bit of quality control issues with the decals that they sometimes use, overall the cars are really good. And honestly, for the price point, for these being about $17 to $18 USD, I don't think there's a brand that does this stuff better than Mini GT. So that's one of the reasons I love them so much. But let me know what you guys think of these two castings down in the comments below. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.